No time to rest, even if the start of this Dakar has been grueling and unforgiving. Volcanic terrain combined with technical tracks as the challengers head to Alula for the marathon stage.
This is the start, very hard, the Dakar, but well, it's this Dakar we need pass every day, and we need be prepared for that, no?
The all-female team in the 315 challenger from the X-Raid team, Annette Kwon and Annie Seal, know that they have to be well prepared for a marathon stage. You can't win the Dakar here, but you can certainly lose it. The 69-year-old Colombian Javier Velez in his Can-Am Maverick X3 had a mechanical problem early on in the special, in the end losing over 2 hours. A childhood dream becomes a reality. The former French rugby player Jedidiah Favre makes his Dakar debut, quite like his co-driver Antoine Lecourbe, climbing the ranks from 15th, both of them ending the stage in a fantastic 10th place in the number 346 challenger. Another superb performance on the marathon stage for Qatari Abdulaziz Al-Kouari. Third place, equaling his best stage result on Dakar debut in his Taurus T3 Max. Having led the marathon stage for over 200 kilometres, Spearings lost over 7 minutes in the final 120 kilometres, but managed to limit the damage, finishing fourth, just under 5 minutes in arrears. The issue in question for Spearings saw rookie Corbin Leviton overtake in the Rocky Valley and move into the lead of the stage, taking advantage where possible over the rough terrain. Leviton was brimming with confidence. He pushed on and was flying to Alula, only to relinquish his lead to an unstoppable rival. The 33-year-old never led the stage until he had to. At the final checkpoint, Nicolas Cavigliasso took the lead and opened up daylight to his closest rivals. Back-to-back wins for the duo in the Taurus T3 Max. A mightily impressive 3 stage wins out of 5 for Nicolas Cavigliasso. He denies Corbin Leviton the win, whilst Oscar Rall takes his first top 10 stage finish in 8th. With that gap on the stage means Cavigliasso opens up his advantage in the overall classification. The stage saw Guerrero lose over 10 minutes and drops to 3rd. Making their Dakar debut, Craig and Zach Lumsden are father and son, but in the rally, they're friendly rivals. We caught up with the duo from the USA on their journey, which took them to the Dakar.
Why the Dakar? What am I doing and why the Dakar? It's another challenge in our lives. I've always wanted to do it. I saw how crazy it was, and that was my middle name, was just crazy. It all started with my son, Zach. He started racing amateur national motocross in the United States when he was about 10 years old. Due to a lot of unfortunate injuries and such, he decided to retire when he was about 17. I wanted to still continue doing something crazy, all the adrenaline rush, but also share the opportunity with my dad. There was one day in the hospital, I was like, hey Dad, I'm done racing dirt bikes. Let's go race some cars. We started with the Pikes Peak International Hill Climb. We moved over to the Baja 1000 and we said, hey, let's make it a trio and do Dakar. I want to do it on my own. I don't want to, you know, share with Zach, and Zach doesn't want to share with me, and that's just all fine.
Am I crazy? Mentally, I'm sane, but I'm also a crazy driver, yeah, but I like to do crazy things, but I'm pretty chill.
I don't think I want to be in the car with him when he's racing. He is that good. He's that fast. I've already resigned the fact that he's better, but he'll tell you also that he's much faster and he is better.
Yeah, I would say there's a good friendly competition. You know, sometimes he could be a little bit faster than me on some of the stages, and then which only motivates me to go back out the next stage just to go put him in his place.
Yeah, I joke that I'm gonna get Father of the Year for putting my son in the most, you know, dangerous races in the world.
I worry about him too. I may beat him every now and then, but when I come back to the pits, everything, I always want to make sure that, you know, him and his co-driver are going to be safe and cross that finish line. I'll have a Dakar tattoo, you know, just especially for finishing. Yep, yeah, both of us will get matching tattoos. We already got a few matching tattoos, so, you know, got to add to the collection.
Seb Loeb Racing saw their patron leave the race on stage 3. It was a mixed day for his stable of Polarises in SSV category on stage 4. The spiky terrain was causing problems. Punctures playing havoc with rhythm and pace. Not good omens when facing a night without mechanics. Gregory Lefort was swapping 2 wheels for 4 on his first Dakar, alongside Georges Dacruz, his co-driver and fellow enthusiast. They're taking on the Ultimate Rally Raid Challenge. 19th on the day, the pair's best performance. Sander Derrick was on the service crew in 2023. Now he's back for a second edition behind the wheel. The Dutchman completed the adventure last year, 21st alongside Ruud Vollerbert. This time he returns with Marnik Leuwe, an eye-opening experience for the 19-year-old. Well, the heartache of a blown engine leaving Sarah Price out of the rally, stranded out in the wilderness on stage 2. But thankfully Sean Berryman, an adept fire starter, refocused on getting the most out of their Dakar experience. This was a sign of what her car and Can-Am in general can do. No longer in the overall standings, but the American can shoot for special moments and clinched a first of 2025. From the 5th checkpoint on, the Price was right to top the stage podium. Can-Am on the offensive, but Xavier Desutre not under pressure until things went seriously wrong. The defending champion sliding off the top and now struggling to stay on the overall podium. By the end of stage 4, Desutre could have lost over 2 hours. Brock Hager taking the virtual lead during the special. So rather than 2 aces to play, Seb Loeb Racing could be down to just 1. Gonzalo Reyes raced enduro, winning several national and international titles. An 11-time national champion, 1-time European champion. Now competing with the best in Saudi, 5th on the day. Another Can-Am to shine. South Racing Can-Am's João Monteiro. Alongside Nuno Moraes, they powered to a fine finish inside the top 100 of cars on 4 wheels. Well, Brock Hager would have known early on He was riding solo, having been paired with De Sutre for so long in this rally raid. The American proving his mettle in his rookie year, ending on the podium and in the overall lead. But a fantastic stage for Can-Am. Hunter Miller fourth, Sarah Price the special winner to add to her one claimed on her debut last year, and Chaleco Lopez leading from the front in the overall recovery job. The Chilean making a 1-2 with Price and steps onto the overall podium's bottom rung. A mixed bag for Polaris as Hager takes overall lead, but De Sutre nowhere to be seen just yet. Still a long way back for Can-Am, but some light at the end of the Stage 4 tunnel. Through ancient gates and sunlit paths, Alula's Old Town reveals its timeless soul, a place where history lingers and stories unfold with every step.
Welcome the Old Town of Alula, and this is one of the 14 gates to enter to the city. All these 14 gates closed after sunset and open next morning after sunrise for the safety. The oasis, it's the heart of the city. The people here, they already own farms and they already have a farmhouse. So they spend the summer in the farms area, in the oasis. And in winter time, people back to the city to stay the warming of these houses. And also it will be more better for them to live in these houses because it's more warm for themselves and their children. And this fort, it's 49 meters high from the ground, and also we talk about 180 steps from the bottom to the top. And we can see this part, it's under construction, and this part, it's already be restored. And we can see, we talk about more than 900 buildings being built in the city, and now the technique or the idea with the Saudi government and the Royal Commission of Alula to restore all these 900 buildings. This area, one of around 7 places in the old town which is large enough for people to gathering, and this area it's called locally Al-Rihba. Al-Rihba means it's large area in Arabic. Welcome to the house from inside. We can see the house, it's very simple. It's only a hall. So all the family live in the second floor, and here they have only one room. It's like a storage room or a guest room. The city, it's amazing because it's 750 years old. Look to this round. Look how they built it. Look how strong this area. It's amazing, by the way. And welcome to the old town.
Richard de Groot is driving for the Fireman Dakar team, and lots of his support crew are real-life firefighters, including onboard mechanic Jan Hulsebosch. They are currently on course for a 4th consecutive top 10 finish. Well, lots of crews were putting out fires today, but in the figurative sense, including the rally leader Martin Matchik. He was one of several drivers to puncture, along with Martin Scholtes in his Tatra, Alice Lowprice in his Iveco Powerstar, and Martin van den Brink in his Technology Evo 2. Not ideal on a marathon stage when you only had 2 spare tyres. Well, Lowprice would be the day's big loser as he dropped over 40 minutes. Meanwhile, several others were enjoying a drag race over these stony tracks. Vaidotas Žala is having a brilliant debut in this class, but the Lithuanian had some technical problems today that cost him a bit of pace and around 22 minutes. He says that they will survive to fight another day. They remain 3rd overall. Well, this was the best day of the rally so far for Kees Kolen, who's competing in the same technology Evo 4 as the two drivers who finished in front of him, Mitchell van den Brink and Martin Matchik. The Dutchman's already lost at well over 3 hours, but he finished third on the stage, only 7 minutes 45 off the pace. He's 7th overall. Mitchell van den Brink continues to claw back time on the drivers ahead of him after his rear axle issues during the 48-hour chrono. The Dutch youngster was second today, and he now trails Jalla by around 20 minutes in the overall standings. Van den Brink Jr. is very much in the frame for another podium, but he's still a long way behind Martin Matchik. One thing is for sure, though, he'll keep fighting all the way. Matchik recovered from his early puncture to take the stage victory, his second of the rally. The defending champion is really starting to take control of this Dakar, and he was, of course, delighted with his teams at 1, 2, 3 on the stage.
Everything went so good, and I'm really glad that we are here and our car is okay. All of our new cars, which are we call Evolution 4, are on top 3. So we have triple 4mm technology, our team, which is awesome. So I'm really glad we are here.
Well, those 3 technology trucks separated by under 9 minutes at the top of the standings, with Jalla and Martin Scholtis completing the top 5. Matchik now leads low price by almost 46 minutes, with Jalla in third at 56.17.
The Dakar Classic is a regularity race based on different average speeds, but in the fastest class, speed has become an important factor, and the Audis are making the best of their engines. There was no slowing down on stage 3 of the rally. And sometimes going too quickly can have dreadful consequences. We were on the track looking for the good direction and we lost a wheel. The steering arm broke, the right wheel, and we lost it. And we don't have the spare parts. We're going to wait and see if we can get the good parts and just wait for an assistance truck to be able to carry on. A long wait in the warm sun while the battle between the big vintage trucks continued. It's beautiful, it's also extremely efficient. The Porsche of Morera carries on climbing up the standings, now 4th. A newcomer on the Dakar Classic, Peter van den Bosch, is struggling to adapt to this new discipline after his years in a truck. Still leading the standings is Italian Lorenzo Traglio in his Nissan Patrol, but the title holder Carlos Santaolalla is breathing down his neck in second spot.
Hello, come on, discover. This is a new version, X2 for New Dakar. This buggy is to test hydrogen engine in severe condition. The engine and the system made by engineer from Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki, Kawasaki, and Toyota. And the chassis is made by Overdrive. Because together we are stronger.
It's our second participation in Dakar Mission 1000. In 2024, we had a very good beginning with we achieve every stage. What was missing last year is maybe a range of kilometers totally. So we were struggling when it was a bit of dunes, a bit of climbing and stuff like that. But the rest was a very successful story already. So we changed the chassis, we cut the chassis in two pieces, we made a different car, and we extend the capacity of hydrogen. Now I think we have 7 kilos, 7.5, something like this. On the normal stage, we can do around 150 kilometers. Now we increase, I don't know for how many percent, but we increase the performance of the car. The car will be faster and will be also more powerful.
The hydrogen is the future because the hydrogen is simple. You have available a lot of hydrogen. The main goal, what we are doing is the combustion engine we don't have. And this is why we struggle, and we try it in Dakar to improve the small vehicles, to do it exactly the purpose for the future, be more safety for us. Last year is very, very grateful for us because we finished Dakar, and for us is a big goal. Is some brand new technological we don't know exactly, but day by day we're learning a lot, and I think this year we're gonna get more feedback of the evolution of the engine and the proposal why we are doing.
Tomorrow, the competitors make the 428-kilometre trip from Alula to Hail. A super fast start, then sandy, then stony, the closer they get to Hail. But there's much work to be done before then. The engineers and mechanics are already at Hail, so there's limited assistance tonight at the Alula bivouac. Repairs to be made, tyres to be sourced, energy to regenerate. Friday is the much-anticipated rest day, signifying the halfway point of the rally. But they can't afford to become distracted by that, because tomorrow it's stage 5 of the 2025 Dakar Rally.